is the movie that made me think racism is definitely wrong. Hey guys, this is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Owen DeBringer and welcome to another movie review. Today's movie review that I'm going to review to you guys is The Hate U Give, which is a movie based on a best-selling novel and stars Amandla Stenberg, who was in movies like The Darkest Minds that came out this year, which is not that good, but also everything that came out last year, and The Hunger Games, and it took from the director of Faster. And what this movie is about is this girl named Star, played by Amandla Stenberg. She has a very split life. She goes to a white school, but also she lives in a black neighborhood. And after a party one night, she reunited with her childhood best friend. And when he is taking her home, this white policeman pulled him over because they think that the childhood best friend has taken drugs. And after a mistake that happened, the white policeman shot the childhood best friend. And the people in that town were very shocked of this death happening, because they think the white policemen aren't doing their jobs right. And Star, played by Amandla Stenberg, is the only suspect of that situation is happening. So she is the one to stand up to the cops to tell what is right. Now, I haven't heard this movie at all. I haven't seen any trailers of this movie. I just heard that this movie is out and I need to go see it, because why not? I had to review it for you guys because I heard the novel is so popular. I know Amandla Stenberg. She is in the movies like The Darkest Minds that came out this year, and it's not really that good. So I was kind of worried about her in this movie, not just because of her acting, just because of her movies. Because most of her movies were just everything in The Darkest Minds. But also this director, I didn't mind this director. I love Faster with Dwayne Johnson. I thought it was a very fun movie and a pretty good revenge film. And I think that's the only movie that Dwayne Johnson ever got a freaking damn dark, serious role. And I like that. Like, most Dwayne Johnson movies are all fun, but we're not talking about Dwayne Johnson. We're talking about this movie right here, because guys, I walked out of the theater so glad that I watched this movie blind. Because usually like trailers these days, they just spoil the movie, or at least spoil biggest elements of the movie, or biggest moments of the movie. I didn't watch a single trailer of this movie. All I just know is that I heard it's good. I heard the ratings are there. I was just looking at 2018 movies that are out in my cinema, and I found out The Hate U Give is there, and I'm like, let's go see it. And I looked at the reviews and I'm like, 6 out of 10, 97%, that's good. Guys, this movie deserves more than 6 out of 10. This movie was intense. I never expected a movie like this to be that intense. It is so intense, and the reason why it's intense, it felt real, it felt naturalistic. The story, the characters, it just felt real. It doesn't feel like it's based on a book. It feels like it's based on a true story about this stuff happening. If it was a true story, I would have been more impressed, but it's based on a book. Unless it is, I haven't read the book at all. I haven't heard the author. Don't kill me, guys, if that is true, like it actually is a true story. I just haven't read the book. I'm not really a fan of reading books, I'm going to be honest. I just like watching movies more, because I'm more visual than actually like theory person, you know what I mean? Like, I read books when I completely have to. If there's movies that I'm like so interested in, I need to read the book, I need to. And you know what? The Hate U Give is one of those movies. I really want to read the book because the story of this movie is so impact and interesting. Literally, from start to finish, I was invested in the story. Actually, the first like 10 to 15 minutes, I wasn't too invested. That's the biggest complaint I had with this movie. But then throughout, I enjoy this movie. This movie is so impactful from that to finish. Now let's talk about the positives with the film. You think I'm going to end my review there? I feel like I do end my review there. No, we have to talk about why I like this film. First of all, Amandla Stenberg. Finally, she got the best performance that I've ever seen her in. She is so great in this movie, and the greatest thing about her character, I root for her. This entire movie, I freaking root for her. How she is feeling. Because this is a movie about tragedy, of course, because her childhood best friend got murdered. And of course, she has to feel very deep about it. And the way she used her emotions in this film, I don't see that she's acting. I see that it felt real. It felt like she's doing realistic stuff. It felt like it actually happened to her. And that's how great her acting is in this movie. And she was spot on. I root for her for this entire movie. But also, the character to me that really stole this movie, which I did not expect, is Russell Hornsby as her father. My God, he was fantastic in this film. I don't know this actor, but I feel like I need to know his movies because he is a damn good actor. His chemistry with his daughter was great. I love the father and daughter chemistry It is so real, it's so impactful. There's even a scene that has to do with standing in a line. He needs to win, at least get nominated for Best Actor, because he did so well in this film. But also, I didn't know he was in this film at all. Anthony Mackie is in this film, and he plays one of the most menacing roles of the year. I'm not going to spoil his character because the spoilers of his character might spoil the entire movie, so I don't want to spoil it, but his character is so intense as well. Also, the look of the movie looks fantastic. It looks so real. It's not like Avengers or all superhero films. They look very science fiction. This movie felt so naturalistic in every single way. And as I said before, this film is so intense and powerful. I nearly honestly cried during this film because I get them. I get how they are feeling in this situation because it's very controversial, like this situation happening. I would have stand up for them because, you know what? In the movie, it's not that it's real life, but if I was in the movie, I would have said the exact same thing or acted the same way as Star did in this movie. This whole movie is very intense, very powerful. I think the only complaints, like the first 10 minutes of the film, yeah, it is a little bit like a high school film, you know, a normal high school film, until like that incident happened. But also, this movie was a little bit too long, you know. There are some parts that need to be cut out of the movie just a little bit. But guys, definitely this movie is one of the best dramas of the year. I say Searching is one of the best thrillers of the year. This movie is the best drama of the year and probably one of the most underrated movies of the year. Guys, go see The Hate U Give as soon as you possibly can, because I'm going to give The Hate U Give an A. So guys, let me know down below if you have seen The Hate U Give. Do you like the movie or hate the movie or think it's okay, or you just haven't seen it? Just let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on Facebook, Stardust, and Instagram. Keep contact with me and make sure you subscribe to my channel and have a nice day.